All right. This dumb bastard of a Mississippi goddamn mule, okay, ignorant. Why don't I talk about my father and my grandfather? Number one is because I don't do it online because you are dishonorable people. I know that you're dishonorable people. You get people doxxed, you sell people's information, do all kind of sneaky shit behind people's back. That's how come I don't do it, especially on goddamn line. Number two, I don't have to measure up to anything that a dumbass like you says. Why don't you talk about your family? Why don't you talk about your kids, your wife, your children, your grandchildren, because you're old enough. See the gray in your goddamn hair. If you were in the military, there's plenty of women around. How come you didn't land one? I'm a grandfather. I'm a father. I don't have to talk about being a grandfather or what my grandfather did. I didn't know my grandfather. Why? Because my grandfather died when I was young. I don't talk about my father. God rest his soul. The little bit I did talk about him, when he was sick, you've heard. That's why I don't talk about him. I've said that if you've heard me, but you very seldom hear me. I don't actually do a whole video about my father. My father was much like Troy in Fences. He grew up tough. They were men of few words. They had harsh discipline. That's the way it was. He was a sharecropper, just like my mother. They both had harsh discipline. I don't talk about her very much either. I talk about them as a group. I talk about my father and my mother as their marriage is concerned, because that's what I saw. I saw the deal. You look back at Fences, you're looking at my life. You're looking at my family, in a sense. Go to work every day, put the money on the table, let mama run it. That's why I don't talk about them very much. I talk about my grandson more is because I want people to learn how to do it. What it takes to raise a kid, what I'm doing for the kid, how I teach the kid, the struggles that I have with him, so that other people who are in a similar circumstances, especially the younger men that have sons, that have children, can learn from me. If it's instructive, I will put it in. That's why I don't do it. But that should be obvious to a dumbass like you. My thing is, you said you want to be part of the manosphere, you want to be part of the red pill, but you don't know shit about it. When you ask about the goddamn red pill, you didn't know shit. That's my thing. That's why you're disqualified. And the thing when you said that the women should run the goddamn red pill, a man's sector, the black manosphere, the women should run it? Really? You're disqualified. Go over there on the other side with them, because that's where you belong. They'll listen to you, because Concrete Rose and Sister George were gaga and goo-goo over that shit until they figure out you don't know shit. Stay over there. Never mind what my father and grandfather says, because all you're going to do is pick it apart, and then you're going to try to dox them. And then you're going to try to make life miserable for the people. They're dead. Okay, my father and grandfather are dead. You can't dox them, but you're going to make life miserable for other people. That's all you do. That's how come I don't put it out anymore. I used to share. I used to share freely as an instruction. I don't share as freely anymore because I can't trust you bastards. That's why. Now, when you go back and you do your remedial work and you learn about the red pill, you learn about MGTOW, whether you like them or not. You learn about the men's rights movement, whether you like them or not. You learn about the pickup artists, whether you like them or not. And you actually learn about the pills, learn about the red pill, what it was, what it meant. Even if you have disagreements, then you can come back. You can come back and talk to me. When you learn geopolitics on another level, other than the simplistic shit that you've been putting out, which is simplistic, extremely simplistic. You don't know shit. Talk about campaigns. Damn a campaign. Learn politics first. Campaigns and policies mean nothing if you don't know how they're put together. I talk to people that put these things together, and what you're talking about makes no sense. Anybody can dig in their pocket and shuffle off and pay whatever politician, whatever little politician that you think of, because trust and believe, you can't afford the Speaker of the House. You can't afford the guy sitting on the committee. The committee chairmen, you can't afford them. You want the little local politician to actually speak for you. You can do that yourself. That shows how little that you people actually know. And I'm starting to know and hear how little you actually know, and it irritates me. You don't know shit, but you walk around with your chest puffed off like you do. You don't know nothing. And when you're called on it, like what would you do, or how would you put this in place to give these simplistic answers, because you don't know anything. You go out puffing your chest like you do. Sit your ass down and learn something. Sit your ass down and actually go through something. You go out and experience women for a change, okay? You talk about us sitting on the corner, not going out and experience women. Come back with your goddamn receipts. Come back with yours. Talk about your girlfriends, about your love life. Hell, even a pregnancy scare or two. I had my first one at 17. When did you have yours? That's why they call you Nifnines. You know, Cerulean, you know, even though I disagreed with him, that's why he called y'all dishwashers. That's why he called you dishwasher, even though I disagreed with it. He was trying to provoke you into better action, but guess what? I guess he's right. There's a lot of things I disagree with Cerulean about. That was one of them. Should have stayed over there with Obsidian. That's where you should have stayed, because at least Obsidian is kind of on the track to where you, at least where you're going. You don't belong over here, son. Go someplace that stay in your lane and let men do their work. You know, be a man first. I heard this from this show about pimps, right? He said, before you can be anything, right? He said, son, be a man first. Before you think about being president or leading somebody, first you got to be a man first. You're not that. Stop bleeding with your tampon all over my channel, all over my name. Go someplace and sit your ass down and come back when your balls drop and you finally can be a man, okay? Because right now, all I hear is simp female shit right now from you. Man the fuck up. Get some balls, get some cojones, and do something for a change instead of this simple-minded shit that you go around talking about. Shut up and sit your silly ass down. Period.